Okay, I'm in Bayonne at the start of my Camino. It is almost 8 o'clock in the morning and I have to find a grocery store to pick up some supplies. And then I have to find the Camino and figure out a way out of the city. But I think it's gonna be easy. I follow the river, this river, I'm assuming for, I think 14 kilometers before there are any kind of services. Yeah, this is the Camino Baztan and it should be about 5 days to Pamplona. I'm not sure what it's gonna be like. I think there are gonna be a few stages where there's like nothing, no services. So I think it's gonna have its challenges, but I'm so excited to start. So. There it is, the first sign for the Camino. It is always such an adjustment to start a Camino, but I saw my first sign. I'm on the right track and still feeling a little disoriented from all the travel. You know, my flight wasn't at a great time, so I got in to Paris kind of early afternoon and then hopped on a train late afternoon to come down to Bayonne and didn't get in until about 9:30. And so I just basically checked into my hostel and took a shower and then got in bed and fell asleep, but I didn't sleep great. And then I did have breakfast at the hostel this morning, but I feel like I'm not entirely prepared, even though I don't know what I have to do. I have all my things, my bag. It's hard to see, but the bag is pretty loaded down, but it's not that bad. And I'm starting to walk, so I should have 5 stages to Pamplona. Today's stage is about 25 kilometers. I'm going to Espelette, and I do have a bed reserved in kind of like a gîte, but also art gallery. And then I think probably I will make reservations kind of the day ahead, at least to send, you know, a WhatsApp or call just to make sure someone knows I'm coming, because I don't think there are going to be many pilgrims, if any, as I walk this Camino, though I did see a French pilgrim back there. So whether, you know, he will be walking this route or is kind of just here in Bayonne. I know a lot of pilgrims, especially if they're traveling from Paris, the train will come down here, some will stay over, and then they head on to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. Or from Bayonne, you can walk up to Irun to start the Norte. And I actually considered that, just redoing some of the Norte stages in the beginning because I love it so much. But I decided to do a new Camino. So, okay, I don't really need to focus. I'm on kind of this river path. Show you the river there. And actually, let's see if we can get the Cathedral of Bayonne. Where is it? Yep, right there. It's behind me. So I'm on this path for, I think, 14 kilometers till I get to the next town. So this is a Camino without many services, but I think it's gonna be great. It's all part of the adventure. Okay, I'm gonna go, but I'll be back with more soon. So for these first couple of days in France, I've heard that this is the kind of sticker that I'm looking for to guide my way. And then I think in Spain, the way markers should be a little bit more obvious. A couple of water fountains along this walk, but I made a bit of a mess. Got water everywhere. But I was taking a photo of the sign and a guy rode by on a bike and said, "Buen Camino." So my first Buen Camino. Even though I'm in France, and here's Bon Chemin. But this is kind of where I'm going. Soirade is close to Espelette. I'll kind of break off a little before, but 17 more kilometers is about how far I have to go. Here's a nice map with some water points. All right, I have made it to this little town of Ustaritz, I think. It's been about 14 kilometers. And we're gonna take a break somewhere. The nicest thing would be to find a public restroom and a park, picnic table. And it's France, so the odds of finding a public toilet are good. That changes when you get to Spain. Okay, I gotta get my bearings because signage is not good. So I think I'm just supposed to keep continuing straight, but better keep my eyes open. Success, found the bathroom. These are the kind that are clean and disinfected after each use, which is what's happening now. Stopped to make a little picnic lunch with all the classic stuff, tortillas. I got some cheese and meat. Didn't find a picnic table, but found a bench in the shade. Could be really easy to miss this sign because it's fallen over. But just a little further back, there was an arrow that indicated that we'd be turning right. So yeah, I think on these stages, because the signage isn't as obvious, it's really good to keep your eyes open. But this is now the first kind of path. It feels like I'm on an actual path going through the woods. The walking up until now, it was nice walking along the river. It was really easy walking, but all was on harder pavement. And so now we're kind of, I think, veering away from the road. And I'm gonna give a little update just in the terms of how tired I am. I'm tired. I think it's just adjusting to being in Europe, a little bit of jet lag, maybe not sleeping well, and also just adjusting to walking. My pack is really heavy. And I knew it was going to be heavier. I think I'm mostly loaded down with food and then with toiletries too. I just brought a little bit more than I probably needed, or like bigger sizes than I needed, hoping that it would just like the stuff I brought would last me for my whole walk, even though I know I could pick up more stuff here. But in any case, I'm pretty loaded down, and I haven't been training with a pack. So this is the first time I walk with a loaded pack since my spring walk in Portugal. And I was walking at home, but the summer and the humidity and the heat was really bad at home, so it was really hard to do a long walk. So just haven't been doing long walks with my pack, so this is definitely an adjustment. But I have, I think, about 9 kilometers left of my day, and tomorrow's stage is going to be a short one. That's just kind of how it worked out in terms of places to stay. So I think that'll be good to give my body maybe a little bit of a break tomorrow. And yeah, but otherwise just feeling kind of tired. Some bugs flying around my head right now. Okay, that's all for now. I love these Basque signs. You see them a lot, these big stones. I'm not really sure if there's a reason behind it or a meaning, but it's pretty cool to see them. Little library. Pretty cool. I'm not gonna carry any books with me, but it seems like a random spot. So I have just been following along on this kind of long road, and it's beautiful, but I realized that I forgot to pay attention for a place where I could turn off to go to Espelette, because the stage ends in Soledad. And Espelette is kind of a variant, like off of the Camino. And I think the best place to turn off, I've already bypassed. Not really sure. I didn't see anything, but I also wasn't paying close attention. So now I think I'm going to be walking almost all the way to the end of the stage and then like turning, but like doubling back and probably adding on several kilometers. So what are you going to do? Oh, it's like classic first day. Ooh, this might be a shortcut to Espelette. Looks like 1.9 kilometers. So maybe I didn't miss the detour after all, because this might be it.